Hey, what's up guys? This is Brock from Omega, here with the next Omega Labs War recap. So this past weekend we were in the potluck and we matched up against Dragon Rejects, won that by 4 stars. That was recapped by DEST. This time we ran the same comp. We ran 2 Town Hall 11s, 6 Town Hall 10s, and the rest 9s. And then we got randomly matched up against Reddit Force. If you look at their breakdown, they had 2 11s. They had Town Hall 10s down to 6. They had a really light 10.5, number 7. Couldn't quite clear that, 98%. Then they had Town Hall 10s going down to number 9. They had Town Hall 9. They had 9.5s. I think they had 3 9.5s. So 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, those are 9.5s. And the rest were 9s. So a slight disadvantage, but we pulled it out. We had very nice performance up top with our Town Hall 11s. See, those top 3 bases were all nuked successfully. And we had 3 Town Hall 10 versus 10 triples versus Reddit Force's 1. Look at our side of the war. They 2'd our 11s, couldn't get 2 of our 10s, and my base was left not 3-starred. So I got a 6-pack with dragons, and I wasn't cleared. So I guess that makes me the Town Hall 9 MVP. Not to boast or anything. Anyway, let's just get right into the Town Hall 9 attacks. This recap will be heavily focused on qwall, Laloon, and drags. So like, I'm only gonna show 3 out of the 9 attacks that are ground attacks. So you're gonna get a nice sampling of air. But we'll start with the 2 Town Hall 9 ground attacks. First we got henny going in here with a shattered govaho. So he's gonna start his golem deployment over on this mortar over here, I believe. Fast forward a little bit. Okay, so he's going to start a very wide funnel here. He's got a golem on that Tesla headed to the mortar, and a golem with loons on this mortar right here. He already lured the CC because it was very exposed right there. That's okay. He's going to drop his queen and poison to deal with that. Does lose his golem there, but he's got a bunch of Valks. So what he's going to do is bust in these Valks right in front of the town hall. And there's this nice little kind of runway right here. See this? He's just going to kind of storm right through that. He's got a rage and heals for that. So there goes the rage. Now he's going to pop a heal. Keep all these Valks healed up in the center right there. Meanwhile, he dropped a few hogs in that expo, and they're going to help the queen clear out this area. He dropped a jump to allow his Valks to kind of split off to take out these surrounding defenses. And before you know it, there's only a couple of threats, and he had enough Valks and hogs to take care of it. Just 2 archer towers, not going to be any problem. Very nice and very quick attack by henny. Alright, next up, we got HogLo coming in here with a shattered hobo. It's kind of a strange base. Notice over here in the west corner, you're going to see a Tesla farm. So you notice it picked off his funnel wizard, but he's just going to say, okay, I'll just drop my king and my queen over there. Take it out with the iron fist. So he's got the funnel going with his baby and his wizards, and there you go. The heroes take out that Tesla farm, just like that. King barely lost any health, and he's gonna walk right in there because he created a nice funnel. So nice value right there. Wallbreaker opened both of these compartments, so his jump is gonna allow his bowlers and his heroes to kind of come in from either side and clear out these defenses and then these core defenses. Queen's kind of taking a walk. That's okay. He's got his king and a heal in there to take that out. Unless, nope, never mind. His king died. I thought his king was up. That's okay. His bowlers were fully healed. He had his golems tanking. Poison just allowed the queen to go down. Bowlers get the king too, so that was a nice bonus. Meanwhile, his hogs are coming in here, clearing out a few distracted defenses because the golems did a lot of tanking. At this point, he still had 12 hogs in the bag, So he's just going to heal this little central area because that's where the largest concentration of defenses is. Had a few hogs in that cannon right there. Took it out very nicely. Thankfully that there wasn't a double giant bomb. There was kind of a ghetto double giant bomb, but it didn't quite do enough because he had already pre-healed it. So nice job there with the heal. And at this point, it's all just clean up. Very solid hit by HogLo. Alright, now we're gonna see a couple of drag attacks, and we're gonna see some lot loons. First drag attack is gonna be Meiko on number 17. Gonna do a queen walk drag attack. If I remember correctly, his queen walk starts over here, and his goal here is to take out that air defense, and then possibly down the line that air defense. And he also zapped. Okay, yeah, he zapped that one, and then he's going to use a hound and dragons for that air defense. So here goes the walk. Queen's doing okay. Gonna drop the healers any second now. Yep, there go the healers. Queen's going where he wants her to. The healers were kind of dropped a bit late, so he had to pop an early ability there. But that's fine. He still got 2 rages for the queen. I know he used at least 1 there. I don't know if he needed the second for the queen, but probably could have gotten away with that. Because once he zaps that air defense and drops a hound right there, his dragons are going to sweep through here relatively quickly. There are some storages there, so those cause a slight threat. But he was able to wall break in, and his queen got the air defense. So looking pretty solid right here. He hasn't dropped his king yet, so he wants to drop his king down here, probably to take out these heroes and to just kind of make life easier for his drags because they have to beat through a lot of stuff, a lot of high DPS. So there's the king, lures the CC, poison. That king's gonna die kind of quickly, to be honest, because there's just too much DPS from the baby and the heroes. So he goes down, but he weakens the heroes pretty nicely, and the dragons can finish him off. He already took down all of the air defenses, so I don't even know if he needed that hound. But it does some nice tanking. I mean, it tanks an archer tower. It's going to tank these Teslas here. Doesn't have any rages, but he's got a ton of dragons right here, ready to just sweep through this little Tesla farm. So that's looking good. There was a troll Tesla over there, so he dropped a giant wizard. Nice job noticing that for the cleanup. Still got a few wizards and a minion, so they're going to help. The minion's going to help clean up this area with no air targeting defenses. Queen's still up, which is very good. Still got a ton of dragons left. And just going to kind of drop a giant and wizard to try to help funnel quicker. But he just absolutely smashed it. Nice job, Meiko. Next up, we're going to show my attack. Same strategy, except I kind of charged the base with my queen, whereas Meiko mainly just walked around it. So I'm going to start with this funnel minion, because I want to make sure my queen walks into this compartment. I dropped a couple minions up here to try to take out this trash. I was kind of hoping to take out the elixir storage, but he kind of got too close to the air defense. But you're going to see later my king is going to walk up this way and take out that air defense. Meanwhile, the queen's doing okay. I tried to drop a wall breaker, but the queen was kind of out of range of the archer tower. But I had some raged wall breakers going in there, so no problem. I got it. Now I'm hoping to take out that air defense, the CC. Gonna drop a poison. It got dangerously low here. Look at my queen's health. Pretty dangerous, but I had the rage just in time, and the Valks went away, so she's okay. She's gonna get this expo and that air defense. Pretty good value for her. I dropped a king with a wizard behind him. I was hoping the wizard could just help the king move along to work his way to this air defense. But I should have put the wizard a bit ahead of the king. See, this other wizard was kind of way too behind, so he got picked off. That's okay. The wall breakers worked. The king's going to take out that storage real quick, which does kind of hurt him because he's got this cannon on him. But he's going to be able to snag the air defense just in time. So meanwhile, I had to start my drags because I don't want to run out of time. Start him over here to kind of get the king and the queen eventually. I dropped a baby over here to funnel. Look at that king. Ooh, barely got the air defense just as he died. That was pretty clutch. Good thing I maxed my heroes. Queen's doing her own thing. Her job is pretty much done, but she's going to help out a little bit later. There goes a hound walking through the rage to tank that queen, those Sams, and the air defense. Pretty good value on that hound. Got a couple of rage dragons going to come in here and take out the queen. At this point, the only threat really is this Tesla farm. The wizard tower is not really a threat, and the archer tower. But I still got my queen with healers. I still got like 5 dragons up, so I'm going to pop a rage right here. Make sure I get all of my dragons raged up. They're going to sweep through that town hall very quickly. Then the Tesla farm just stands no chance. I'm only going to lose like this one drag right here. Yep. Lost one drag. So I still had 4 dragons left. And a baby. So nice job, me. Alright, that does it for the Town Hall 9 drag attacks. Next we're going to see Destruction doing a Queen Walk Lalu. Notice this one, he has 4 rages, a couple hounds, and 12 loons, which is pretty standard. The next attack is going to be a very similar comp, but both attacks are kind of pretty. So anyway, doing a wizard funnel, rage the queen. You've seen this before. Pre-poison the queen, which is a very nice idea. You don't want to let her get off those unpoisoned shots off on your queen because that's how her health can get low. And you want to try to keep her health as high as possible for as long as possible. So she's in good shape. Made her way through the queen compartment very nicely. Gonna drop a king just to he wants his queen to funnel into this compartment. He wants to wall break onto those walls. So there go the wall breakers. Very nice. Rage the queen for the CC and the Tesla and Expo. Strong value here. The Wiz kind of hurt his healers a bit, so that was slightly concerning, but she's okay. Air defense is not going to harm her and her healers. So now she's finishing off the CC as his queen. His king's just kind of do a little bit of funneling. Nice value on that wizard right there. He took out a wizard tower all by himself. So he's still got 3 air defenses left, but only, I think, 3 hounds. So it was a minor concern, but he's got some really nice loon pathing here. He's going to take out those defenses and then converge in the air defense. Look at, he had 10 minions. So these minions are going to clean up very rapidly over here. It kind of just made the raid quicker. I don't know if it helped him take out the defenses, but I thought that was interesting. So he dropped his final hound. Thankfully, the Teslas are surrounding this air defense, so those hounds are able to tank those Teslas very nicely. So he's got 1 weakened hound left. That was a bit of a concern. But his queen's about to beat through the wall. His loons are in good shape. He saved a loon for that wizard tower, and that was a good idea. And he decided to pop the ability on the queen to take out the air defense. So very nice job. Solid execution by Destruction. So the other one, we got MS again. He was in the last recap for a Revealer. So you can see a very, very similar comp. He's got 12 loons, 4 healers, 2 hounds. Not as many minions. I think he just brought extra wall breakers. So he's going to funnel with his king. Free minion funnel over here. Well, there was a red bomb. So not super free. But he's going to use a massive rage investment on his queen. Notice he's got the rage wall breakers going in. You need 2 of them for the lavas, but they kind of ran out of steam, so couldn't quite be through. So he had to use a 3rd. That's okay. His rage queen is going to get the queen and the king. Used an early rage just to make sure she didn't die to the king. Might have been able to just use a poison. I'm not sure. But the rage queen is just going to help her get through this southern compartment quicker. So there goes another rage. Just wants this queen to get through as soon as possible. Tried to do some second layer rage wall breakers. Didn't quite work out. There's a little bomb that took out one. He almost broke through. Almost. But I think that'll help. I think that'll help the queen, because she's going to have to beat through something, right? So I think she'll beat through that compartment. Unless she walks, yep, okay. So that one was already open, so she's going to walk through there. So she's looking good. Uses his final rage already on his queen. But she's going to get an archer tower and eventually an air defense for that. So not a bad investment. Meanwhile, he drops all 3 of his hounds over here. Wants to make sure he's able to tank these point defenses over here. That one was actually on ground, so it's not going to bother him. Tesla's kind of slowing down these loons a bit, but takes out the air defense, and this queen's going to help take out that Tesla, which is going to redirect these loons to that wizard tower and eventually the air defense. So he's got a nice pack, quickly takes out the wizard tower, air defense going down. At this point, nothing's left. Just 2 defenses, and the queen can take care of that. So he could have lost all his loons and it's still been okay. Very solid attack by MS. Alright, that'll do it for the Town Hall 9s. We got our first Town Hall 10 will be number 9. This was Lee coming in with a cold-blooded boner. So he's going to start with the, going to enter this compartment, and his goal here is to jump over that expo to reach both the core queen and king compartment and this inferno compartment. So he breaks in, he's made a sufficient funnel here, so his bowlers are going to go in like he wants. There goes the jump I mentioned, poison those heroes, and it's going to get the CC while he rages everything through there. Probably going to drop another poison, maybe. I don't know, I guess he saved it, yeah. Saved it because you don't always really need 2 poisons. 1 was enough here. Sometimes you might want to save that poison for skellies that distract your miners, which are coming in from the west now. He's got 3 heals, which is pretty standard, so he's going to use 1 on this first inferno. Queen got kind of distracted here, so that was a bit scary, but she did get the inferno, so that was good. Those skellies pop and actually bring the miners into the giant bomb and the inferno. But it's kind of a good thing that the skellies brought the miners into the inferno, because you want to take that out as quickly as you can. So now there's no inferno threat, and he's going to have 1 last heal that will do that's going to have some pretty good value on it, right? It's going to take out this expo and cannon. He wasn't able to get all of his miners onto that, into the core, right? So there's a very large pack that got kind of distracted over here. But the heal did enough to take out some major threats. Now he's only got these few defenses here. He's got just enough, as they were running low on health, and there was a giant bomb. But he had just enough out here on the outside to get the job done with the help of some wizards. Nice job, Lee. Alright, now we're going to have 2 mass drag attacks for you. So love seeing that. First up is going to be Bill. He's got 11 drags, and then just a baby to funnel. Kind of forget where, okay, so he's going to zap that one, and I believe that one. Let's see. Nope, that one. Whoops. I think I was thinking of the other attack. So he's going to zap a couple, and then I think he has a hound for this one. Yeah, I think he's going to start his dragons over here. Let's see. Alright, so corner archers. Yep, here go the dragons. I don't even know if he had a hound. Yep, there it is. Hound loon. It was a bit late, so he did lose a dragon. Generally speaking, you don't want to drop it that late, but he only lost 1 and he had 11 dragons, so I guess that's okay. Plus, he kept his hound alive a bit longer, so his hound was able to travel a bit further. Didn't go as far as he wanted, because it would have been nice if he traveled all the way to that air defense to soak up any possible SAMs. Anyways, meanwhile, he's just raging his drags while he does a baby funnel and a hero entry over here. He's trying to get his queen to get this air defense. Thankfully, it's within range of his queen. His king kind of walked and did a funnel, but the cloak's able to get the air defense. So at this point, his dragons only have to worry about these Teslas right here, and really that's about it, right? Because these are down bows, pose no threat. That Inferno, it's a mild threat, but not really. So now that the Tesla goes down, it's just kind of a matter of waiting. There it goes. One weakened dragon can take out the Inferno, no problem. And it's done. Very nice build. And our final attack. D-Hands Emperor 2. I guess that's how you say that, D-Hands. Notice the interesting about this attack, he brought a Skelly spell. A Skelly spell and just straight up 12 dragons. No funneling business or anything. No wall breakers, just a pure mass dragon attack. So this had to be a cleanup because notice he dropped those Skellies to trigger that Tesla farm, and then he dropped a Quake to weaken the Tesla farm. And he zapped the air defense, which also got a Tesla. So crazy good value on that Skelly spell. Very smart idea. He was able to get an extra Tesla out of that. So he's going to start his Teslas on that Archer Tower to take out quickly. Always want to take those Archer Towers out as quickly as you can. He's got a Hound for that air defense right there. At this point, there's still an air defense over there, but he hasn't dropped his heroes, so he can just use his heroes to get that all by themselves. Third air defense goes down. Dragons are looking pretty good. Another air targeting defense goes down. So at this point, there's only that Archer Tower, and that air defense that really pose a threat to his dragons. So the king, he's gonna go beat through this lava wall and actually get a cannon, a mortar, and possibly this king here. Pretty good value there. Queen just took out the air defense, so the dragons are looking pretty good right now. I don't know if he's really lost any, maybe a couple. Yeah, probably 2 or 3. Pops the cloak to get through these storages over here. Those can be kind of a pain. But if you look at the base, look, there's only just this one Archer Tower, and he's got just a buttload of dragons right here. Queen's going to help get through his DPS. I'm just going to fast forward because you can see what's going to happen here. Just absolutely crushed it. Tons of dragons left. Oh, and look, he didn't drop his rage. There you go. Swag rage. Don't think I've ever seen a mass drag with a swag rage, so awesome job. So that'll do it. Nice war to both guys. Solid job to Labs clearing everything except the top 2 and this 10.5. And yeah, nice war. Till next time, this is Brock. Peace out.